Hello there, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you the latest GPT-4 that has been released by OpenAI, which is the most advanced system producing and safer, more useful responses. In other words, it is more better than compared to the ChatGPT 3.5, which was released sometimes back. So OpenAI has now released ChatGPT4, and let's check what it has and what are the new features. Now, I've also written a post on the same here on my website. You may want to check WEBDEVTRAINEE.com slash ChatGPT4. So I'll leave a link in the description below. Okay, so let's get started. So what is ChatGPT4? So ChatGPT4, basically it is just a multi-model, which means both prompts and outputs can be in text format, images, videos, and audio. Now, what they have introduced with ChatGPT4 is that it can now combine audio, video, text, and images at the same time. And we are going to look at how does it do it compared to the earlier ChatGPT 3, which we have been using so far. Okay, so let's begin. So now, what are the new releases with ChatGPT4? So first of them is that it can solve difficult problems, and as you can see from this website, this diagram here, which is also the same with here. Now, what ChatGPT4 does is that you can see, for example, explain a plot of Cinderella in a sentence whereby each word begins with the next letter in the alphabet from A to Z. Now you can see it is able to generate such a text whereby the next letter in the alphabet will begin from A to Z. So you can see it is complicated. In other words, if you did it yourself, it will take you forever before coming up with an answer. So that is one of the ChatGPT new releases, so it can solve difficult problems with greater accuracy compared to ChatGPT 3.5. ChatGPT 4 also surpasses ChatGPT in advanced reasoning capabilities, and as you can see from this diagram here, which is the same I've also wrote from ChatGPT itself, the website. You can see here, for example, Andrew is free from 11 to 3 p.m. Joanne is free from noon to 2 p.m. And then 3:30 to 5 p.m. Anna is also available at noon for half an hour, and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now you are asked here, what options could you allocate them? That is a 30-minute interview between them. In other words, you are asking about the availability. Which time can they all be available at the same time? And you can see with ChatGPT4, it was able to allocate them between 12 p.m. to 12:30. These guys are going to be available, all of them. So you can see with ChatGPT 3 or the earlier ChatGPT, now here it gives you it still give you somehow correct answer, but it's still not correct with accuracy, because here it is just giving you between 4 and 4:30. So with this one, it is able just to identify that they just need to be available between 12 and 12:30. That is one of the groundbreaking features with ChatGPT for the reasoning capability with this particular model. Now, another one is also it performs an higher score in terms of a test. So it has been given a test and it is able to perform better compared to the earlier ChatGPT. You can see these are the scores. With the uniform bar exam, ChatGPT earlier one, they only scored the 10th, but with ChatGPT 4, it is called the 9th. And of course, it's what we also have here. So when you go to this website, for example, which I've placed it here, it also shows you ChatGPT 4. It beats 90% of humans in the world toughest exam. That is the LSAT exam. It is hard for. It was able to score 90%, or in other words, not 90%, but it was able to beat 90% of of um, of humans in this type of exam. So you may want to check out here. So compared to ChatGPT 3, ChatGPT 4 is it's a game changer. In other words, it's way advanced. It's way advanced. Let's look at some more features that we have with ChatGPT 4. Another one is that it leverages more data and computation, as you can see from this diagram here, which I don't have it here, but I have it on my website. So what is happening here is that it is now able to give you more word limit compared to the previous ChatGPT. That's why I realized when I tell ChatGPT, the earlier one, to give me roughly about even 1,000 words, it was not able to. It only reached maybe somewhere, let's say, okay, let's say 2,000, but it could reach at some point and then it stops. But as you can see, this one has 25,000 um, word limit, and this one makes it more better because you are writing an essay and you want, of course, you don't want to be limited by the words you want it to write. So of course, ChatGPT 4 solves that problem. Another one is that, as you can see here, it is safer and more aligned compared to the earlier ChatGPT. Now, here we are talking about it is 82% less likely to respond to requests for disallowed content. It means that now this one is able to avoid that content which is not helpful. So it is 82% accurate and also 40% more likely to produce factual responses. That means fake news, inaccurate information, and so forth. So when they did these evaluations, they were able to determine that ChatGPT 4 is able to surpass what the that is the disadvantages that we had with ChatGPT 4. ChatGPT 3. Okay, now another one is that organizations are building innovative products using ChatGPT 4. For example, Duolingo, Stripe, and so forth. We can look for this one for Stripe. What is happening here is that Stripe has leveraged ChatGPT 4 to combat fraud. And as you can see here, because when you look at this online businesses, they are more prone to fraud and all that. For example, Stripe, which manages payments and all that. So they are now able to monitor. There's something that I checked here. Um, there's something that they are saying that with ChatGPT, with them incorporating AI, which of course is ChatGPT, here you can see that tries to understand the business and customize support accordingly. There's one that I checked that the human accuracy, the response from the humans, for example, the guys who are working within this company, they were not able to respond accurately to customers. And what they realized is that ChatGPT 4 is able to respond to customers' needs accurately, and it is able to perform payments and all that kind of stuff that happens within Stripe very well compared to compared to humans. So ChatGPT 4 is way on another level in terms of helping the the customers, especially within Stripe. And that is one of the things that it is one of the customer stories or what we call success stories that OpenAI has featured, especially with Stripe. We also have Duolingo and others such as Khan Academy, whereby now they are also integrating ChatGPT 4 so as to help in the learning process of their customers and students and so forth. So that is one of the things that ChatGPT has done. And as well as you are checking this tutorial, you may also want to incorporate ChatGPT 4. I don't know, maybe you have a business or something. So that is one of the striking features with ChatGPT 4. Another one is that now I want you to look at this. Another one is that it is able to you are able to give it an image. Wow, this is amazing. And then it's able to describe for you what it's in that image. This is very, very, very this is amazing. So look at this. You can see here this phone is connected with a VGA cable, which is blue, of course, that is on this part. There's also some other um, elements within this picture, and you can see here within OpenAI, it's able now with ChatGPT4, it is able to describe what is in this image. And as you can see here, it's able to tell you that panel 1 has a smartphone with a VGA connector, which is very true. And then it describes how the VGA looks. So you can see it's a large blue 15-pin connector. That is one. Panel 2, it shows you there's a lighting cable. So a lighting cable. And then with that is adapter with a picture of a VGA connector. And as you can see, this is very true. And then panel 3, it is a close-up of a VGA connector with a small lightning connector that is used for charging iPhones and other Apple devices at the end. As you can see, this is very true. Also, another thing here is that as I was checking on the features that is on their YouTube page, I will also recommend you. Maybe I'll leave the link below this our YouTube channel that is within the comment section. So another thing is that you are able to insert an image or whichever image that you want to insert, and then this ChatGPT4 is able to describe what is happening within that particular image. Of course, it has been given several images and it was accurately able to describe what is happening. Now, this is in preview. I believe it is still not within ChatGPT. I believe this is still in preview, but they have said they will launch it within a short while. Now, another one which is groundbreaking feature with ChatGPT4 is the ability to code a website. Wow, this is amazing. This is very, very amazing. I want you to look at this. It's able to code a website, and then what happens is that for example, you draw a picture of a website that you want to create, and then once you are done with drawing that picture of the website that you want, now you can take a picture, of course, with your phone, and then you upload it to ChatGPT4. So what it will do now, it will scan this drawing and then it will come up with a website. As you can see, this is from OpenAI, and this is one of the guy who was introducing this ChatGPT4. This is what he did. So he was able to map out a website that he wants to create, and then just using a pen and a paper. And then what happened? Just check. So what happened here is that um, just look at this. So what happened here is that he uploaded it on ChatGPT4, I think on a Discord server, I believe. And then you can see this is what it was able to come up with. In other words, it came up with the code. So he took the code, he uploaded it on a code pen, and then he ran that website, and then this is what the ChatGPT4 was able to do. And as you can see, when you look at particular um, this particular drawing, and when you look at this one, you can see they are matching. My joke website, joke one. Why don't can I read this? Why don't scientists trust atoms? As you can see here, um, so here he wants a joke one, which has of course just a joke one, and then reveal the punchline and so forth. So this is amazing, and this is still in preview. They have said they're still working on it so that they can produce it. So think of this. Now we can see with the web development, for example, or web designing. Think of those guys whereby you find we have the guys who are dealing with the UI, and then you as a developer, your work now, you are given the UI so that you can now come up with the website itself to the code. Imagine now we already have an AI. We have now AI doing this for us. So guys, so we really need to check on this. We just need to know where can we put ourselves if now we find AI doing this for us. No, so us as developers, where will we be? So this is a question I leave for you. Maybe you may want to comment. You may want to place your comment in the comment box below. Let me hear your thoughts on this. Where do you think for us as web developers, where will we be within the next 2 years from now if the AI can do now this? So now, so another thing I came up with is that who can ChatGPT replace now? And this is what I was able to ask ChatGPT. And as you can see, these are the answers I was able to get. You can see, for example, the jobs that will be replaced by ChatGPT4 are data entry clerk. As you can see, we have the data entry, of course, the human trait replaced, customer service representative, that is communication proofreader, who, of course, the guys who do the proofreading of articles and all that. Paralegal, we have legal research, bookkeeper with accounting, translator, copywriter, market research analyst, social media manager, appointment scheduler, telemarketer, virtual assistant, transcriptionist. Those guys who do transcription, I remember doing it at some point. Tutor, you can see even now teaching is now being replaced because you can see, for example, Khan Academy, when you come to the website of ChatGPT4, you can see here on the success stories, these are the companies now which are integrating ChatGPT. You can see Khan Academy here. Now you can see here it's an AI, and then of course you ask the AI what you need, and you can see, for example, this is what is happening. So you ask the AI, and then the AI, for example, can you just tell me the answer? It is important that you learn how to do this yourself. What do you think you need to do to multiply 2 by? So it is means that this AI is now teaching this particular student, and you can see there's no need for a teacher there. So yeah, so technical support analyst, you can see those guys who work on the technical support, they may be eliminated by the chat GPT-4. Email marketer, guys doing email marketing, so think of that. Content marketer, recruiter, those guys with the HR, I was even surprised about that. News reporter, journalism, travel agent, you can see all these guys. So this is very alarming. Okay, so now the next thing is what are the ways you can access ChatGPT for free? And the first one is this power.com website. Now let's go to this website. Now this website, what it does, it has different bots or the different AI models in one place. But remember, ChatGPT4 comes with its premium. In other words, you have to be subscribed to the ChatGPT Plus so that you are able to access the 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 website. So that is what is so you can't access it for free. So let's just look at this website here. Okay, so now this is the website. So now we can see here we have ChatGPT4, we have Cloud Plus. I think this is from Google. We also have ChatGPT, the earlier one. And of course, this one you can access it uh, even from their website. But ChatGPT4 with this website, um, you only have one free message left. So you can only send one message at a time. But here I wrote on my website, you can log in with more than one account. You can see, for example, for mine, I have different emails here. I have different emails here. So it means if I come to this one and I go to the same website, I will have, for example, roughly about four questions I can ask ChatGPT for. So, for example, let's ask ChatGPT for example, a question like what what are the new features with ChatGPT 4 compared, sorry. compared to ChatGPT 3.5. So what are the new features with ChatGPT 4 in comparison? I think we should have, let's use that word. In comparison to ChatGPT 4. So let's see what it will come up with. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now this is what is happening here. You can see. So larger training data set. So GPT-4 would likely be trained on an even more extensive data set. So it means that the knowledge broad will be very big. Improved language understanding. So here it is able to understand language, which could result, of course, in more accurate, coherent responses. You can see we have better long form conversation. So here you can see this is what we have here. We also have reduced biases efforts. Of course, this could further reduce biases, that is controversial content, improving safety and reliability of the output compared to ChatGPT 3, whereby it could just give you, you could ask it anything, and then even if it doesn't know, it just gives you some wrong answers, and that was an issue with ChatGPT 3. Domain specific expertise. So ChatGPT 4 might have improved domain specific knowledge, making it more adept at providing accurate and relevant information. Customization. So here you can customize it, allowing users to fine-tune models' behavior according to their needs. So it means, for example, here we still have the API. I think here we have the API waitlist. The API waitlist, I think it should be, yeah, this is the join API waitlist. So this is still still under development, so that you can be able to access the the API, and then you're able to start using it and customize it within your website. Another one is efficiency and scalability, which is possible. So ChatGPT would come with optimization that improve its efficiency and scalability. So there's so much, and what we have discussed so far. So you can see we have what we have discussed. Another way you can access it for free is using the Microsoft Edge. So let's go to Microsoft Edge. So here, just come to this icon. You can see this icon here, which is here, and then click chat. Now, Microsoft Edge is using ChatGPT 4. That is what you need to know. For example, let's do a litmus test. Let's do a litmus test. For example, this is the question I asked it. So this is what I asked it. Let me copy that one and let me come to this. So here, I just ask it the same question here, and you can see here. Or however, with the Microsoft with Microsoft, that is with the Bing browser, of course, within a Microsoft, it is more optimized for giving you, for example, you can see it gives you research, and then it even gives you the reference where you need to go and click. For example, it shows you learn more, which is good. In other words, it avoids that biased content whereby ChatGPT 3, it just gives you some particular information, and then you don't know if it is correct or it is not correct. But here you can, however, do your research and go more deeper and find out if ChatGPT is right or wrong. And you can see here, whatever I got on the other side is what I'm getting here. So this is from ChatGPT 4. So you can begin using ChatGPT 4 through the Microsoft Bing by just coming and clicking on this icon here. So guys, that is what I have for today. So if you are new to this channel, subscribe by clicking the bell icon there, and let's meet in the next video.